Hello and welcome everyone to Generation Logistics Week. We're so excited that you're here. My name's Bethany and I'm going to be your host for the week. You might be wondering why you've been invited to spend a week learning about logistics. Let's be honest, it's not a word that usually shows up on your TikTok feed or comes up when someone asks, what do you want to do when you grow up? But that's exactly why we're here today. Because logistics is everywhere. It's in your trainers, your breakfast cereal, your favourite band's world tour, and your phone. If something has moved from one place to another, logistics made it happen. Yet most people your age don't even know what logistics means, let alone how to work in it. So our job today and over this week is to change that, to open your eyes to an industry that's dynamic, creative, high-tech, and global, and absolutely bursting with opportunities. So welcome to Mythbusting Monday, the day we explode some of the biggest misconceptions about logistics and help you see the sector in a whole new light. First, we should start with the basics. What is logistics? It's the movement, storage, and flow of goods from where they're made to where they're needed. That might sound simple, but think about everything you own, your phone, your lunch, your school uniform. All those things had to be stored, tracked, transported, and delivered, often across borders in the right order and with precise timing. That is logistics in action. And it's not just boxes and vans, it's data, strategy, engineering, software, customer service, planning, sustainability, cybersecurity, even drones and AI. It's one of the most complex and exciting sectors in the world, and it underpins every other industry. A fun fact, logistics is the fifth biggest sector in the UK economy, and it employs over 7 million people. It needs you, your energy, your ideas, your tech savviness. Whether you're hands-on, you love problem solving, prefer working with people, or get a buzz from numbers, there's a role in logistics for every type of person. So let's start breaking down some of these myths, because there's quite a lot of them, and they are holding people back from seeing just how cool this sector actually is. Myth number one, logistics is just truck driving. Yes, truck driving is one of the more important parts of logistics. We've got to get those things from A to B, but it is just the tip of the iceberg. Behind every delivery, there's an entire network of planners, software engineers, warehouse managers, environmental officers, customs experts, data analysts, and more. Later on, we're going to hear from a chap called Ryan who works at Martin Brower, who started in the warehouse and now works for IT globally for Martin Brower. Ryan's story shows how you can start in an entry-level role and progress into high-level tech roles with no degree needed. Just curiosity, hard work, and a willingness to grow. That takes us on to myth number two. You have to go to university to work in logistics. Not true. We'll meet Sam later on, also at Martin Brower, who did go to university and went down the graduate route. But obviously, Ryan didn't. So you can come in from a variety of different routes, like apprenticeships with real pay while you learn, degree apprenticeships where you get a degree and a job, graduate schemes, and direct entry roles in everything from transport to tech. So regardless of the qualifications that you've got, there's a path in. And in fact, many employers in logistics care more about your attitude and your skills than your exam results. I'm sure lots of you have heard of apprenticeships, particularly those that want to earn while they learn. And so we'll be talking to lots of apprentices over the course of this week too. Myth number three, it's all boring and repetitive work. Far from it. From day one, you could be forecasting how many fries a fast food chain will need next week, or designing how packages get sorted by robots in a warehouse, or planning routes for emergency aid in a natural disaster. Sam, as I say, who we'll meet later on, will talk about using maths and AI to plan deliveries, cut waste, and keep the UK running. Sam's job will show us how logistics mixes tech, real-world impact, and constant change. It's never the same day twice. Myth number four is that logistics will never be green, which is another big misconception. Of course, logistics involves movement, but that's exactly why it's driving innovation and sustainability. From electric trucks and solar-powered trailers to recycled fuels and carbon offsetting software, Companies are working hard to reach net zero. Martin Brower even uses reclaimed cooking oil to power trucks. So if you care about climate change, logistics is actually a great place to make a difference. Every decision, every efficiency helps reduce emissions and waste on a massive scale. Myth number 5. Logistics is a male-dominated sector. This one's got to go. As you can see, women and non-binary people are thriving in logistics as engineers, directors, customer managers, analysts, and more. Companies are investing in making the sector more inclusive than ever. And you'll be hearing from some of our amazing female leaders later this week. Let's be clear, logistics is a career for everyone. So why should you care about all this? Because logistics is a sector where you can start with little experience and you can go far. You can combine tech, people skills, problem solving, and creativity. You can make a real impact, locally and globally. You can build a future-proof career with lots of room to grow. From festivals to food, from AI to aid work, logistics is everywhere and it's looking for its next generation. That's you. This week, we're going to explore even more through Generation Logistics Week. Technology Tuesday, we'll talk about the digital side, robotics, AI and cyber. Worldwide Wednesday, thinking about sustainability in global trade. Teamwork Thursday, considering different stakeholders involved in that supply chain. And Future Friday, looking at personal pathways into the industry. Before we wrap up, 2 quick things you should definitely check out. The Generation Logistics Careers Booklet, your ultimate guide, real stories, career profiles, myth-busting facts, salary ranges, and apprenticeship information. Everything we've talked about today and more. You can download a copy from the website. And the Find Your Future quiz. If you're not sure where you'd fit into the sector, this 2-minute quiz on the Generation Logistics website will match your interests and skills to different job families in the sector. It's quick, fun, and surprisingly accurate. Head over to generationlogistics.org to try it. So, we've busted some myths, we've seen the potential, and we've got a whole week ahead to dive deeper. Whether you're here to get ideas, to be inspired, or just to find out what's possible, logistics might just surprise you. Thanks for joining us for Mythbusting Monday, and let's get moving.